Good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In this special occasion, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Arum Fitria Ardiani with my colleague Febrina Diah Prabarini will present the result of our research entitled Actualization of the Kampung KB in Overcoming Problem of Stunting in Purbalingga Regency. This research is motivated by the fact that WHO sets the tolerance limit for the number of stunting children at 20% of the total number of children under 5 in a country. The stunting rate based on Riskesdas or Basic Health Research 2013 was 37.2% and fell to 30.8% in 2018. Therefore, WHO has designated Indonesia as a country with poor nutritional status. So the PKKBN builds family planning villages named Kampung KB in villages that have a high stunting rate. Purbalingga Regency has 10 villages spread over 8 sub-districts that are priority stunting management. One of the sub-districts experiencing the biggest stunting problem is Kaligondang district with 3 stunting locust villages. The locust stunting village with the highest number of stunting children was Semporlor village with the number of stunting toddlers based on Riskesdas 2013 as many as 24 children from 86 toddlers or 27.90% and decreased slightly to 27.67% before the Kampung KB was formed on July 5, 2018. This study is to analyze the actualization of the Kampung KB program in overcoming the stunting problem. Kampung KB Kencana Sehati was chosen as the research location because it is interesting to study. This is because the location meets 3 fundamental elements in determining the object of research, namely the existence of clear problem, uniqueness, and aspect of achievement. This is a qualitative research. The study used participatory learning and action or PLA methods. Participatory learning and action or PLA was chosen so that the community fully participates in every activity agenda in the Kampung KB program. The object and subject of this research is the community of the Kampung KB Kencana Sehati, Semporlor Village, Kaligondang District, Purbalingga Regency. Primary data sources are obtained directly from research subjects or informants. Secondary data sources were obtained through documentation studies in the form of literature, files, documents, and materials related to the efforts of the Kampung KB Kencana Sehati in overcoming the stunting problem. Data collection through participatory observation, focus group discussion, and study documentation with interactive analysis. Before carrying out the PLA, a SWOT analysis was first carried out, the result of which were as follows. Strength. There is a family planning counselor who is also in charge of the operation of the Kampung KB. Village cadres have a strong determination to support the Kampung KB program in overcoming stunting problem. Village cadres have cohesiveness and togetherness in carrying out their devotional roles. The family planning program is already known by the community. There are people who know about the problem of stunting. Weakness. Village cadres do not have comprehensive knowledge about stunting problem. Village budget support in overcoming stunting problem is limited. Need to strengthen cross-sectoral partnership. The existing people who reject their children is called stunting. There are people who think stunting children are disgrace. Opportunities. Get a budget to implement the Kampung KB program. With the formation of Kampung KB, there are opportunities for cross-sectoral partnership. There are opportunities for participatory community involvement in various program activities in Kampung KB. Threats. There are people who think stunting is not a problem. Failure to implement the Kampung KB program. Increasing number of stunting children. The strategies carried in empowering the Kampung KB Kencana Sehati community through the PLA, Participatory Learning and Action Method, or a participatory learning and practice process include empower and provide skills and knowledge to the community of Kampung KB to utilize and manage waste through the waste bank. Provide training on nutrition, including training on cooking fish, preparing my plate, healthy menus for toddlers, etc. Counseling through the delivery of materials on stunting, the first 1,000 days of life, adolescent reproductive health, use of contraceptives, etc. Development activities for village cadres as an effort to assist the implementation of various activity programs in Kampung KB. The forms of community participation in Kampung KB are as follows. Village cadres activate existing activity group, including BKB groups or toddler families group, BKR or youth families group, BKL or elderly families group, women farmer groups, etc. The community participates in various activities that have been prepared by the Kampung KB working group. Pregnant women and mothers under 5 understand the problem of stunting and try to prevent stunting from occurring in their children. Community understand that the problem of stunting is from upstream to downstream, so that they are actively implementing PHBS or clean and healthy living behavior. Adolescents understand the importance of adolescent reproductive health, so that they try to become teenagers who are avoided from the triad KRR, or 3 adolescent reproductive health problems, namely drugs, early marriage, and sex before marriage. The framework of the research can be described as follows. There is problem of stunting in Purbalingga Regency that needs to be addressed. One of the efforts to reduce the stunting rate is to establish a Kampung KB. Kampung KB carried various interventions in an effort to reduce stunting rates. The intervention carried are divided into 2 types, namely specific nutritional intervention and sensitive nutritional intervention. These intervention efforts have played a role in reducing stunting rates in Purbalingga Regency. The empowerment process results showed first, specific nutritional intervention that had been carried include giving taburia and special milk for stunting children, giving blood additives for pregnant women and adolescent girls, antenatal care and folic acid administration, and supplementary feeding for pregnant women and toddlers. Sensitive nutritional intervention, including improving the provision of clean water and sanitation facilities, preventing infectious diseases through eradicating mosquito nests, as well as counseling through home visits, managing waste through waste bank, improving the quality of nutrition and health services, raising awareness, commitment, and care practices through integrated holistic BKB or toddler families group activities, increasing access to nutritious food through farmer women's group and fond of eating fish campaigns, socializing the first 1,000 days of life, as well as routine counseling in activity groups such as toddler, teen, or elderly family groups, willpower and enthusiasm of the management of the Kampung KB working group and cross-sectoral cooperation have succeeded in reducing the stunting rate from 26.67% on July 2018 to 12.79% on January 2020. And in conclusion, community empowerment is one of the efforts to create an empowered society. PLA or Participatory Learning and Action is an alternative method of empowerment. Through PLA, communities understand and play a role in addressing the problem of stunting through specific nutritional interventions and sensitive nutritional intervention. Thank you for your nice attention.